And very, very interesting case.
It's bad. Okay. Anyway, just to, since I run off with this, I really like to say thank you so much for a very kind invitation. And I just like I told you all during the talk I gave yesterday that in all the teaching I made, I learned so much from you guys, and even just like with my fellows, you know, Malik there, I certainly learn a lot from every time I try to teach people. So this is one case that Sandeep, pay attention. Yeah. These are bad students, you know. Yeah. So this is a case. Actually, I think almost 4 or 5 years, right? The duration. Yeah, they had injury, and someone came from not your country, but somewhere near your country. Yeah, and came to me, and someone important, and flexion is not too bad, opposite 130. Pronation was restricted, supination was full, and because, you know, the function is so good otherwise, so I really didn't want to do anything more major, meaning I didn't want to go to radial capitulum, because I thought the main thing is the length, the ulnar, you know. So I lengthened the ulnar with allograft, okay. And that's why I tell you all about. Even then, I wasn't happy at all with the eye image, as in, you know, the fossa. I don't think it's anywhere near the fossa of the radial fossa in the ulnar. But this is the post-op film, and I try to get more pronation in the mid-prone, so that's why I cast him to force to get more pronation. Then, you know, unfortunately about this, so it's, you know, overseas. Then you can see that, you know, the allograft and the radial head start to get closer to the capitulum, and also you could see that I think ulnar start to bend, and, you know, initially was still okay, but you can see gradually over next month the angulation ulnar getting more, and they start to give way because the allograft start to resorb. All right. So as what went wrong means, you know, things will go wrong. So after that, you know, I have analyzed. I thought the main problem is because it's allograft, the resorb. So we checked the literature and all that. We thought maybe the main thing is allograft. So I went into actually redo it, and then I did a recon plate, changed the plate, and we use autograft from the hip. Yeah, and this is where you can see that July, something like that. But you look at this, it's in August. In August, you could see, you know, July at least is some healing here, but in August, you can see that the interface at the distal part, it really seemed to getting resorption again. So this is the latest, and my nightmare continues. So I need Sandeep before he leaves.
No, just one question. Do you routinely use lock plates? Does using a lock plate create problems?
You think? But you want stability here, right?
Distracted so much and does not allow any kind of micro motion.
So I have
that is one.
I've seen that
Use your mic, yeah.
a lot of people have started doing lock plate as a primary thing, routine in pediatric, and I'm finding a lot of complications of that. Maybe we can, I think now there is enough literature to do one day complication eye fix just on plates or something. Implants which are more common in adults and which are being used in children.
Because the principle of lock plate should be a larger span, if I understand it correctly. Because we did a session on adult plating in last iFix in Pune. And the principle was the span should be 3 times the length. So if you're creating a 1 centimeter gap, then your plate should have been probably from the tip of the olecranon right to the middle shaft. So it's a long span plate which allows some micro motion, because this acts like too stiff an implant which holds it in distraction and does not allow that healing probably. And then eventually if it resorbs like your allograft resorb, then the plate starts bending because it's too stiff at ends. And ultimately it's going to break or bend. One of the two.
You don't think that?
A routine DCP probably, which is bent, and autograft.